and you've turned to Jesus, and you're talking about he's a great high priest who sympathizes with our weaknesses. Tell us a little bit more.
To live with chronic pain it's hard to define. They give you this scale of 10, you're jumping off a cliff, to 1, you're fine. And I hover somewhere in the 6, 7, 8 realm. If I can get to 6, I'm praising God and functioning okay. And it's ambiguous, but you kind of know yourself. I tell people, when you have to stop and go take ibuprofen because your headache's so bad, just multiply that by about 10 or 12 times. And that's sort of my index for how I live with it. I grind my teeth, I look older. My kids say, "Dad, you look really old compared to the way you used to look." Thanks for that encouragement. It wears on you over time. But to know Christ he's deity, he's incarnate, and the God-man suffered. He was tired, he was hungry, he was crucified, he endured bludgeonings, and to know that great high priest also endured physical trauma that is beyond our understanding, but a spiritual separation trauma that even defies theological understanding. So when we think about having this high priest, I envision, sanctified imagination, Christ on my behalf, on Johnny's behalf, on your behalf, interceding before his Father by name for us. And only the incarnate man can understand that sympathizing. He knows our weaknesses. So if it's MS, if it's trimetalgia, if it's a liver disorder, if it's dementia, if it's Alzheimer's, if it's chronic pain, he knows. He knows all about it. And to reframe our picture of this Christ, not as some deity in heaven sitting on a throne, but as the God-man, fully man, interceding on my behalf before his Father. And to know that his Spirit somehow indwells in me. I don't understand all that, but he indwells in me, and that I have, as a son of God, as a child of the King, a connection through him, through his Spirit, to Christ, through his fellowship of suffering to the Father. I get right to the throne room.
Let me use an illustration. I was reading the commentators. You got me looking at this thing, and one of the commentators said, picture 2 pianos in perfect tune. If you hit one note on one piano, that same note on the other piano will start to resonate. Jesus is the perfect man. He understands, he's got the feelings, and when we feel pain, he resonates with our pain. He resonates with what we're feeling. And keep on going.
No temptations overcome you, such as is common to man. And we could go all through the Psalms, the Messianic Psalms, where he's crying for help. The Gethsemane, he's crying for help on the cross. My God, why have you forsaken me? And I think we over-spiritualize it, in a sense, or over-theologicalize it, and we make Christ out to be, Iron Man, Superman. He's fully God, fully man. We'll never figure that out. But the fully man aspect, he had to be human to experience that, to pay for our sin, to be able to die. He has got to be fully man, and he's got to be fully God to be resurrected from that life. So to reframe our view of Christ and to know how he lives in us, and I don't understand all that, John, but somehow there's a connection there. When I'm at my worst, I've got 3 things in a dark tunnel. I've got me, God, and pain.